Thinks it's streaming?
I think it is, yeah.
It appears to stream. Okay, so this is Haikocha. The name comes from haiku, which is part of the scoring thing here. 575. Ko is Koch, my last name. 3 and 3. 3 to the third power is 27, which is like my special number that I work into. A lot of everything that I do, it's secretly in there somewhere. And then 1 is just whatever Shaw is, the last name of somebody that's helped me a lot with the design of that. I hate the name, but that's what I'm calling it for now. So, Haikocha.
Haikocha.
The object of the game is to take your pieces and to move them over into your other triangle.
Magical land of Haikocha.
Yeah. And the way we'll see it on this board is you've got like a branding on each side, and you're going to that same branding but on the other side. Whenever you're touching one of those on the other side, that piece is going to lock into position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that triangle there, anytime your piece comes into that triangle on the other side, it's going to lock into position. Once it locks into position, it's not going to move anymore, but its power that it uses is going to continue to exist. These pieces here have the power to move any piece adjacent to them one space, exactly one space. These ones have the power to move another piece adjacent to them 2 spaces, and exactly 2 spaces, no more, no less.
These are 1s, these are 2s.
Yep, and that'll work in the way that that has to be a straight line. So like if this one uses its power to move this one 1, 2, it could go there, or it could go 1, 2 there, but it would not be able to go 1, 2 there because this guy's right here. There's no landing on him, there's no jumping anything, there's no zigzagging. You just have to go exactly how many spaces it allows.
And if you can't do it, then you're just not allowed to.
Yep. It is possible to somehow isolate yourself. Now this guy, nobody's touching him.
He can't
go anywhere. So you have to pay attention to your pieces and make sure that you do that.
Is there still the rule that was true with an earlier version, which is if you have no possible moves, you can move one of the neutral pieces to create that possibility?
Cool.
If you somehow get yourself positioned where you have no moves for your own pieces, like they can't go anywhere, then you can do that. If you get somewhere like this, and you're able to just keep moving this one around, but you're not able to. Well, here, actually, that won't come up in this. I guess you wouldn't be able to move anything because we don't have
corners,
this one.
right? Yeah.
So
maybe
let me just ignore that for now. That won't be a thing. So yes, you will be moving your own piece. Your own piece has to be involved in every transaction there. So I could move somebody else's piece. I could move this green one space as long as my piece is the one that's doing it. But I couldn't come over here and be like, oh, I'm moving that. But other than
none
that,
of your pieces are involved.
Gotcha.
Yes. But other than that, I am allowed to move everybody else's piece and do something. I just have to be next to him and do that.
Yeah.
Sam, do you want to go first or last?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I'm moving 2 spaces from this one. 1, 2.
There's only one. There you go.
There you go.
Me or him?
You. Okay.
We're gonna have a face-off.
Yeah.
John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
1, 2.
Uh-oh.
I can go.
Oh, I should explain the scoring before we get there.
Right.
So these back spaces, the farthest, are worth 5, 7, and 5. These are worth 3. These are worth 3. These are worth 1, and it's the same on all those things. But this piece is just a single, and this one here is a doubler. When you're not playing with 4 players, there's a piece that also is a tripler.
And so it's good to get the doublers into the back row because the back row is worth more points.
Yep.
Even though they start in the front row.
And as soon as anybody has 5 of their pieces in a regular game with all 6 of them, it's 5 of the 6 with this. I'm thinking it'll work with just all 5 of them in there.
Once someone gets their 5th one in,
then anybody can declare that the game is over, and they might win or they might not. Just depending. Like you could have a lead, but you don't have all your pieces in, and you could move somebody's low point piece into here and get
And
it so that
finish
they
them out.
finish them out and then win by having more points.
Gotcha. But technically, once you complete, you don't have to declare finished. But why wouldn't you?
Yeah, yes. So there's, so it makes more sense than if you have all 6 pieces of. You might still be trying to get that 6 piece in there. So maybe it'll need to be like 4 out of 5. Whenever somebody gets 4 out of 5, then anybody can declare.
I don't know whose turn it is.
I think it's yours. I think he moved that one a 1 after moving it 2.
Okay.
This one is moving 2 by the power of that.
How late is that fitness place open? Till 6 or something?
Well, they just
You don't like Adele?
They only they only open when they're doing it, and so they do basically 2 a day. But they only last for an hour.
Interesting.
I thought you were asking because you were hoping to go over there and like get your CrossFit
your
sweat on or whatever it is.
No.
Just like can go to the other building and get checked for lice too.
Yep.
What's that place called?
Lice knowing you.
Lice knowing you. Yeah.
Got you.
Get a plug for
It is
them.
my turn, right?
Lice
Yeah.
knowing you.
Lice knowing you.
Probably
They
at
do a great
licenoknew.com.
I mean, they're doing. I hope they're doing a great job.
hope
That
it
one
is
has
my
to
turn.
move too.
It's your turn,
Yeah.
but you're taking a 2, aren't you?
I'm supposed to move too?
He has to move too because
Because the
he's
guy next to
doing
him is
that.
a
He's only
double.
touching
Okay,
one
then I'm
stick.
going this way.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you how I feel about that. Indifferent. Let's do that.
This one's moving 2.
This gives a
You're
2.
right. You're right.
Changing your mind then?
Well, like that's not. Yeah. I can.
He can
Make
go
this one
1.
go 1. Yeah.
Okay. This one's gonna go.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
I apologize if I keep singing along with Adele.
You should.
You should go for it. Belt it out.
I don't think I can hit those notes.
Does anyone have a computer that can run Star Citizen? That new space game?
I haven't seen it.
I'm aware of it. I don't.
Does it look fun?
Is it hard? Is it intensive, like
Yes,
processor-wise?
yeah,
That
yeah.
issue that's happened.
Yeah, you need a graphics card that's like, I don't know, 3 gigs of RAM or something. 4. Something ridiculous. But it's buggy. So it's like a Kickstarter type of game.
Yeah. Like they've been working on it for a long time. So
They're still not done.
Yeah.
And they canceled the main story game aspect of it. It's not looking good.
that's not.
Yeah, that's not
That's
a good
going to be
sign.
really
Yeah.
disappointing for the people who gave them millions of dollars.
It's really hard. Sometimes projects don't come together as smoothly as you want them to. There's a really wonderful article about their development. I don't know if it was Kotaku or GameSpot. One of them wrote about it, and it was really interesting. There was a lot of
He's next to 2s.
conflict. Like they're trying to make a hyper-realistic space simulator MMO or something, and while they're developing all these realistic scales and atmospheric effects, there's developers within the company, contractors or whatever they hired on, who have never worked on such a project that's so ambitious and pushing the envelope every single time that they actually fought with the producer or the director of the game so many times to tell them it can't be done, and then many months later it was done. The very things that they were. So that was very interesting.
That's kind of interesting. As far as space adventure
There's me,
goes,
right?
there's I mean, there's Eve. Eve seems to have solved.
Yeah,
most all of those
you're talking about it
problems.
being a MMO, and like, well, that exists. That's Eve, so I don't
Is
know
that
why.
okay? One?
Yes.
One from that.
Yeah, Eve. That's the only one that I can really remember that did that at the same scale.
I played Eve for a few months. I quite liked it, but it's just time.
Mm-hmm.
Is your character still like going though? Is this like still going to school and learning how to be like?
I haven't kept my Q charged up. I don't think
at this point he's learned how to pilot a some kind of crazy battleship, space battleship, and he's.
Yeah. I love the economic things they do in there. The open economy provides some very interesting.
The idea
our
of
economy
real
is
world dollars
spending a lot
what's
of
happening.
time. Right, and our economy is based on spending a lot of time building ships, which then get destroyed in these huge battles, and then you have to build them again. It's such an arbitrary economy. Yeah.
But cool spaceships, right?
Very cool spaceships.
Oh.
And exploration and 3D movement and fancy battles, and it is very cool.
That has to go too.
Has to go too.
You're next to it too. Yeah. But there's nowhere where you can go to.
Yeah. Stuck. I can go one here, right?
Yes.
I think the one thing about Eve was space travel was very prolonged. I think several days or something. If you go.
It's not too bad because you're always when you're doing warp, you're flying between systems, and then once you're in systems, space travel can take a while, but you're usually searching for things while you do that.
Oh.
So it's not like No Man's Sky, where it's just endless traveling with no encounters.
Has anyone played that one?
I have not.
Me neither.
Is it me?
Yep.
Where should I go?
I heard people were disappointed.
Yeah.
With No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
And
Sounds like anytime you have a super ambitious game these days, people are not happy with what you accomplished.
They may have killed the project. That is, the fans may have killed the project for them. Because
that one's going to have to move too.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And it can't.
Is this possible,
You
Brian?
could move
You
that
can move
one
that one
too.
too, yeah.
Two.
It has to move 2, though.
2, okay. Then there.
Because it's next to this one, right?
Yep.
What?
Give me those points.
What?
That's on my spot.
Are you in?
Nope.
I was like, wait, what?
No, you're going over here.
Oh, I didn't know I was going over there. Somehow I've lost track of everything. What am I even doing? I haven't moved yet.
You have not moved.
I've made poor decisions is what I've done.
You've ruined everything.
Okay. Well, let's just... I thought for sure I was like making progress, and it turns out I don't know anything.
You know, I made a small game with RPG Maker. It was very small top view Star Trek game. Let's see. I think I can go one. This one.
Yeah.
And basically, you have the view screen just like in Star Trek. And if you've ever played
Take that.
Game Dev Story,
Getting in my way.
anyone heard of
Kind of rings a bell.
Game Dev Story? Anybody? So it's like a single screen, and you create a game development studio, and you hire people and fire people and level up their skills and make games.
Right.
So
It's a simulation game?
yeah, so on that basis, I made like a one screen where on the view screen in this like a Star Trek ship, you'd have battle cinematics appear, and then like alien civilization would appear, and Heather did some of the pixel graphics for me. And you can come up to the different stations and talk to people, and then fire phasers, go to warp speed, and all that.
Definitely.
I played some of the old Star Trek games on like super old computers, like not... We're talking like floppy disk games.
Right.
Interplay did one that was like a point and click adventure game.
I like that one.
I played that.
I got stuck on that one a number of times.
And I tell you what,
There is a bottleneck I find. The several matches that Brian and I have played, there's a bottleneck, just like in Chinese checkers, at some point.
I think I wouldn't
definitely.
have been in such an issue if I would have like actually been paying attention. I was like trying to work over here, and I would have been doing something different if I really knew that I was actually going where I was supposed to be going. And I don't know how I managed to immediately
Just
lose
slip
track
off
of
corner.
everything.
Well, we did rotate at the beginning just to get us confused.
And that just threw me off entirely. So like I don't think I'm positioned well for anything now because of that. I also played like a Star Trek rip-off game. It wasn't officially branded as Star Trek, but it was clearly Star Trek. And it was back in the days when you could go to like a Walmart type store and buy like a Babbage's or something. I think I got it from Babbage's. and buy these. They had like computer games that were just like really generic, and you're just like, it's a computer game. Give it to your kids. Go. And it was like a Star Trek type game that was on smaller floppy disks, and it was like graphically sparse, but it was clearly Star Trek, and you do the things, you go around and you shoot at ships and do things like that. So
yeah, I played one of those years ago, and I quite liked it. And it was right. It was not quite Star Trek, but we all knew.
We all knew.
Okay.
Not fooling anyone.
One that I played was it was Check's cereal box, and I think it was a Doom remake with Check's characters, like so the cereal characters, and you shoot them, and it was really fun. It was actually an authentic Doom remake, if you will. Yeah,
Check's characters.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's CD-ROM. You eat the cereal and then you play the game. I don't know why they don't keep doing that. Little generic games.
Go. Because
It's exciting.
I don't know that there's any market for. I don't know how profitable it is to like make video games that are mail order, buy our cereal a bunch, because like we have to pay programmers to make a video game, and the expense of paying someone to make a video, because now it's a specialization, whereas I think in the 90s it was not so much.
I see what you mean.
That now it costs a lot of money to make a game that's even remotely competitive in terms of like something that someone would want to have.
Yeah. I see what
These
you're
are
saying.
my life zones.
Those are your zones, yeah.
Okay.
You could score that right now.
I could, and
Right
actually,
now.
it'll higher score if I can get it in the back.
And you want that one in the middle. You want your rings in the back, right?
You want the rings in the front because they're only one.
Right,
They
the rings
move-
give
they
you
move the
2,
most
but
and
they're
score the
worth
least.
1. These are worth 2, but give you 1.
Oh, okay.
If you make it to your finishing slots,
I-
you'll be fine.
I already like forgot how scoring works. Like,
Although
in
I
this
think
game.
I might just
It's
pursue it
happened both
because
times I played the game where I don't
Someone's
actually know what I'm doing
5, 3, 3.
All right, so he just locked in, and he's got 3 points
You'll live to regret that
with a
decision.
doubler, so that's 6 points. Then. Yeah, so I'm just gonna flip that over. Well, then we won't be able to tell what it does.
Well, but then we'll know it's locked and we can score it later. Oh no,
But
we
no,
have to
it's-
know
yeah.
it
Still
helps us.
moves.
Yeah.
Things.
Would it be like super obtrusive if you said that once it's locked in, it doesn't give moving powers anymore?
I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to like still move guys
like-
around.
I don't know if that makes it more challenging, or like challenging for no reason.
Change the camera a bit.
Is it me again?
No, it's him.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
There he is. Big one in the sweet spot. So that's 14 points.
Cool.
Yes.
If you say so.
It is.
I'm really not playing with any kind of strategy or. Man, when I was playing with those other people, it was just like they were taking so long per turn.
Yeah.
I was reading the rules to another game, and like, oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Ding, ding.
Every one of them during the game repeatedly asks whose turn is it, and it was usually their turn when they said it. And it was like after minutes had gone by and nothing was happening. It was like, whose turn is it? And it's like, it's your turn.
It's your turn, Sean. Get with the program.
Didn't see that coming. Pretty sure I moved that white piece over there. I don't appreciate you moving it back. All my hard toil. I don't know that I pushed that one way over there. I don't think that was me. Maybe it was.
I think it
Because
was,
that was back in the days when I thought I was going over there, and it's like,
Didn't
mean-
want it in your way.
the white one.
yeah.
I have a feeling I did that.
Whose turn is it, Kyle?
It's mine, but I'm aware of that. I'm just working on options.
This isn't bizarre. Make all these calculations about. That's what would make this game better if you could swap your chips for different colored chips.
10.
Is that scoring?
No, not yet.
Now I've like got nothing going on for the rest of the game because my other 3 pieces are just in a wall.
I'm not sure.
Because I was trying to do something and it failed. And it's just how it
So
goes.
far, that's the best possible score you can get with those 2 pieces. And
Well-
that's something.
But now it's all downhill from here.
Do any of those allow me to move once?
These
one
give you
does.
ones.
Oh, okay. Crash.
So all I have left are 2s. I can slowly move around. I wish things had turned out differently. I guess I gotta do that. Sucks. Time flies.
Oh, that sucks. I can't move that guy. Can I move this guy?
I don't think you're involved
No.
with him. You
What?
got to have some gold next
What?
turn.
One night in
I gotta break
Bangkok
that
and the
rule,
world's
guys.
your oyster.
Okay, this one.
That one you
Can move once.
can one.
Yes. I'm alive. Still only doing
Right, do I... He powers it up, but then he wants to use the 2? Is that an option? No, it's got to be your color.
Got to be your color, yeah. So if this was out of the way, you could move that one too, but he could only move it one.
Right. Shock.
Boom, 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 boom.
Who's trying to get blue? Who's trying to get over here?
Using this one to go 2.
Yeah.
Oop, there he is. Is that Anchor? That is Anchor.
That's locked.
Hmm.
Did you just move me?
I
Didn't see
did.
that coming.
I did not.
Been in my way for a long time.
Now I gotta go rescue myself.
It's true. You're stuck there. He's stranded you. Okay. I still have like very little that I can do. I just kind of slowly traipse around this gold piece in the middle. Yeah.
Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go here? Oh, that one's locked, huh?
Yeah, this guy's locked.
That's kind of interesting. These TV show like franchises like Family Guy, they'll create a video game even though they probably know deep down they shouldn't because it's just not going to be that good. And yet they do. They have done like Simpsons games and all kinds of other ones they probably should not have done, but
There were 2 Simpsons games on the NES and they were horrible.
yeah.
They were just the worst.
Why do they make them? Batman games, some of
The
the
Batman
old ones.
NES game is really good.
It was good.
I liked the Simpsons on the
GameCube.
was it GameCube?
There's a
I
Hit
think it
and
was
Run.
GameCube. Yeah, Hit and Run.
That was on the
Yeah, I
GameCube.
played that one for a minute.
Well, that was good.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably meant the really old ones. They were a little like
There was
Street
Bart
Fighter or
versus
something.
the Space Mutants, which was terrible, and there was Bart versus the World.
Then I played a Family Guy, which is kind of like what you were talking about, Kyle, like a GTA.
Don't let him do it. Get your piece out of there so you can't move.
That's what I was thinking of
Yep.
doing. Except he'll get his other piece over
It's
there.
my turn now.
It is you.
Really? Oh, that was fast. Okay.
Yeah, this is moving at a blazing pace compared to the last time I played it.
That's one, right? Or just that
You know
two?
what?
You
other
have to move
colors
That's
you
a
can
two.
do in this
Okay,
game.
good.
You should include yellow in this game.
Yeah. You should use primary colors because that's the only kind of colors that you can use.
I was like,
Are there other colors?
Locked it in! Is that where I wanted that?
Yeah, it's totally where you wanted that. That's 3 points.
I still don't know. It's fine. Did I want it here instead?
If you can get one here, that'd be. even
Oh,
better.
okay. I didn't know. It's fine. I don't think I will.
So this one's 5 points. 3
Like, there's no way I can get around it now. Like,
Now
that's
he's stuck.
terrible.
You'd have to walk all the way around.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh no! There's nothing you can do! You know what would make this game better? If it had, it was like an electronic talking game. Every time it did anything, it just kind of responded with just a random comment. That had nothing
just
to do
kind of
with
threw out
anything.
some smack talk
So
for
yeah,
you.
just put like little chipboard pieces in every space, and every time you lock a piece in, it just kind of like just makes a random comment about society or something.
So, very good, sir.
That is totally doable.
It is.
It's totally doable. You can get those Raspberry Pi things or something.
Right.
Even something smaller
Program a
than
little
that, probably.
Arduino.
Is it you?
I went. Wait, did I go? I thought you went.
Maybe I
I
just went.
went.
Well,
I moved this, and
You
you
did
said,
that.
"Oh no, he's going to
Yeah,
do it."
and then you just did something. So
Are we around to me again?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm willing to author some witty comments for that if you wish. You may or may not want that.
yeah. They might not even be witty comments. They're just comments. Just have nothing to do with anything.
Alrighty.
That's your niche for what kind of game it could be about.
Let's see.
You're right. You can make your comments whatever theme you want, right? You could just theme your comments. The games are abstract, but the comments are all from Star Wars.
2.
Is it my turn again?
No, did I?
I don't
didn't
think
go.
it was your
Did I
turn.
just skip you?
Yeah, I didn't go.
That came around even too fast. So I think. Did you go? I think you did. But I could be wrong.
I think I did.
You think you did. Okay.
Alright, now I'll go to.
But if I miss a turn, hey,
What you gonna do?
what am I gonna do?
Now it's you.
Yeah. See? Told you.
We'll
Bottleneck.
move him out of your way.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may or may not stick, but you can do it.
Can I move twice?
If you had a double to move him,
You could push this one twice.
Right, this one is next to a double, so he can.
Okay, I'll just leave it the way it is. but
Okay.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just to lock your 3 pieces over here. I'm just
It's,
Oh, it's like that, is it?
I would love it if like one of the designers of the Simpsons NES video games happened
Watch
to be
the
watching
Twitch.
us when I was trashing his game. It's like, okay, I put a lot of hard work into
He's like,
Bart versus the Space.
I worked
Yeah.
full time for a year and a half.
It's like, well, it does not show. Your game is universally recognized as being terrible, so
my turn?
No, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
But you're in my way.
If that makes you feel.
And unfortunately, to get you out of my way, I have to put you in my way, which is a problem.
well, I can say this is moving a lot faster.
Yeah.
I don't know that I find it like exciting, but it's moving,
not
so it's
jammed
not
up.
like making me want to die. So it is achieved. Like it's better than in a pickle. Do it. Yeah.
I did?
Dude,
Um,
where are you going?
Well, I'm going across, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just,
I was just checking in if that was in your head or not.
I'm
there.
working the magic. I'm working the magic.
okay. So
Because
Someone who might be red, is doing a really good job of being in the way.
Yeah.
He's just a natural obstructionist. I can't move that because it's locked in. What? Those are locked.
Now
Blues are locked.
seriously in trouble here.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll just go like this. Locked in, huh?
Yep.
What is that one called? I want to try Netrunner at some point.
I still haven't played that.
I mean, like,
And Time Stories.
Netrunner is the kind of game, like, it's a game where you, if you want to get involved in it, you build your own deck, and it's like Magic. So, I mean, like, if you're going to play it, like, once, it's like, okay, it was a card game, and there you go.
I see what you mean.
But if you're going to, like, invest in it, then it's probably great for that. I would say it's more interesting than Magic in that regard. But
Yeah.
I know. It's just like, I gotta get you moving.
I feel like Magic is like
that
a
locked in?
hardcore game.
No.
Hardcore board game thing.
But it's gonna be locked in
It is gonna be locked in.
unless someone
Someone
does a
with
bunch of stuff
green
to.
abandons him.
So Sean, you're saying Netrunner isn't very casual play, casual pickup?
I played it once as a casual play game, and I just thought it was okay.
Oh wow.
I had really no idea how the mechanics should work in my favor, and I won. And it felt like it was just random chance, and just because its cards are shuffled, that can happen. I felt like I was bumbled around, and I hacked a corporation, apparently. So,
You bumble around and hack. Yeah, I see what you mean.
so you want the ring to be in the back?
Not necessarily.
You score better with dots in the back row.
Yeah, and these will double whatever you're getting. So it's 5, 7, 5, 3, 3, 1. So if you can get your 7 and one of the 5s to have the doubler on it,
Like you've done.
then the other ones, yeah.
Is it me?
Use Sean's play as an
Arbitrarily,
example.
like, without any attempt at trying.
Is it me right now?
Yeah.
I think so.
So, I think I can go like that. So I'm locked in?
Okay.
Yes, you are.
And that's
Locked in the bad row.
10
Woo!
points.
No skunk. Look at it go.
2.
Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on.
Sorry. Had to be done.
Just making the game take longer.
Me again?
Yes.
Can I go like this? Get you out of the way. Is that helpful?
It's not bad. Could be worse.
Enjoy that.
I will. Alrighty, let's see here. So this guy's locked in.
He is?
Yep.
Did you want to do that?
Not
Do-
really.
Do you want to not do that? Is
So-
it too late?
So that's the
You've got a
only
1
way?
next to it. You could go to there.
So these 6 are where it
the
locks
lock
in.
ins.
Anytime it's adjacent to one of these little things.
Yeah,
so I really have to plan. I can't move around once I'm in those zones. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, just for the sake of getting this game further out, gotta lock in.
Going for it.
Yeah, because I don't know how long you guys will allow me to play. Because you guys are probably further along than I am.
Well, we all stop once someone completes.
Right.
So.
And Brian.
So you won't be holding us up at the end because we'll just stop. Assuming you're in a position to hold us up, which it may very well be Brian.
Let's see.
He's got the most experience with this one.
Stop following me.
I'm helping you move.
Stop following me.
Now you can choose one. Otherwise, you were stuck there.
I'm just gonna stay there for the rest of the game.
Oh, I'll just have to move.
How does that feel?
Covering some terrain now.
Did I just move there? Did I just move it back?
You just moved it back, but that's okay. You're allowed to move it
I
back.
don't know that I want to. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to make things different, but that's not really helpful. To just like counter what someone was doing and just waste their time.
Well, it does happen in this game.
It happens, but I don't really want to be doing that, so issue over there. Told you to stop following me.
So you put me in a spot where I can push myself right back, so on your next turn you don't have the option to...
You can't reverse
Good,
the same
we both
thing, but
just
it
wasted
won't
each
be an
other's time.
option
Good job.
anyway because I'm going to there.
Do it. Do it.
I can't move that guy. Can I move this guy?
You can move my guy. I have to move him too, because...
You should be paying attention to how Kyle's going to end the game instead of wasting your time with me.
I'm trying to get my points over there. But he is going to end it.
He's going to end the game because you keep pushing my pieces around for no reason. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Locked.
Done.
Endo.
That's it?
Yep.
I've
That's
got
it.
all mine
He's
over.
got all theirs in there.
So that's 7.
But what about
and
this
5
one?
is 12. That's in
No
the
one
way.
cares.
But remember,
He's
we've
got
got
5
an
of
extra
his
spot.
blues.
Yeah. I'm
7 and 5 is 12.
and
Plus
10
10 is
is
22,
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
29. 14 plus 10 is 24. Plus 5 is 29.
And you got
I don't know. I don't
14 and 10 is 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
We all have mostly the same score.
I like how it ends up being pretty close in
But
this
he's
game.
got all 5 of his in, and I only have 3 on my
Right,
end,
you got
so.
good scoring with yours, and once I didn't hit my scoring and everyone was in my way, I was just trying to close out as fast as I could because you guys were going to get the more time that goes on, the better a combination you guys will end up with. I could have tried to maneuver this guy to get in there, but that would have taken another turn or 2 because I would have had to go around. Yeah, not being able to maneuver at the other end is definitely I think it's a good mechanic because I constantly struggle against it. I'm always like, no, I want to do that.
Way
Cool.
better this time than
Yeah.
with the other
For a
one.
4-player,
Taking these ones out.
yeah, without the point, with the points in there, because that channel is pretty gummed up anyway. I think that helped for the 4-player for sure.
Yeah.